Hello everybody. In the previous session we have taken time of supply of goods in forward charge, theory and problems. Then we have taken continuous supply of goods, theory and problem. In the session 2 let us proceed with problems and solution related to problem number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 related to reverse charge, voucher and residual cases. Time of supply of goods in case of reverse charge. In case of reverse charge, what is reverse charge? Generally, the supplier is required to pay taxes for the supply of goods, whereas in case of reverse charge, on behalf of the supplier, the recipient will be paying the taxes. So that is called as reverse charge. When it is a reverse charge where the recipient of goods or recipient of supplier is paying the taxes, then the time of supply shall be the earliest of these four. What is that? Date of receipt of goods, on which day you received the goods. Second one, date of payment entered in the books, on which day the recipient is entering in the books. Date on which payment is debited from the bank account whenever the checks are issued. For the same checks issued by the recipient of goods, when the payment is debited, that date should be taken into consideration. And next, date immediately following 30 days from the date of invoice. So that is nothing but from the date of issue of invoice, you need to count 30 days. From there, you need to take 30 days. Then these 4 dates, in the 4 dates, whichever comes earlier, so the time of supply shall be earliest of these 4. Look at the question number 5, which is on the basis of reverse charge. So in case of reverse charge, as you know the condition, there are 4 conditions. Date of receipt of goods, date of payment entered in the books, date of payment debited from the bank account, date of invoice plus 30 days from there. So you need to count 30 days from there. So then here 4 dates are available in case number 1. 5th January is given, 10th January is given, 15th January is given, 17th January is given. So among the 4 dates, which date you are going to take into consideration? Look at the first condition. What is the first condition? Date of receipt of goods, 10th January 2018, 15th January 2018, 17th January 2018. We don't want this date of invoice. From the date of invoice, you need to add 30 days. So for this date, when you add 1 month, 30 days when you are adding, then 10th January, 15th January, 17th January, 30 days when you add, it will become 4th February. When you are adding 30 days to this, 4th February, 10th January, 15th January, 17th January and 4th February. In these 4 dates, whichever is earlier, 10th January, that should be time of supply. And look at the same second condition, serial number 2. 20th January, 15th January, 17th January, when you add 30 days to this, again it will become 4th February. In these 3, whichever is earlier, 15th January, that shall be taken as time of supply. Look at serial number 3, 20th January, 17th January, 15th January, again this will add, after adding 30 days, it will become 4th February. So in these 4, whichever is earlier, 15th January. Then 5th January, 20th February, 23rd February, 25th February. When you are adding 30 days to this, this will become 4th February. So which is earlier, this will become the earliest. So look at the solution part. We'll proceed with the solution serial number wise. Determination of time of supply in case of reverse charge. What is the reverse charge? Instead of supplier, the recipient of goods is liable to pay GST. So take serial number 1. There are 4 dates given. What is the 4 dates given there? Earliest of 10th January, then 15th January, then 17th January, then for the date of invoice you need to add 30 days. So date of invoice is given as 5th January 2018 plus 30 days, nothing but we shall take it as a month. After taking it as a month, this 5th January will become 5th February. Therefore, time of supply shall be, now you tell me the answer, 10th January, 17th January, 15th January, 5th February. Which is earlier in this? This is date of receipt of goods, this is the date of payment, this is date of payment debited, this is the date of invoice plus adding 30 days to that. So which is earlier in this? Therefore it is 10th, 17th, 15th, 5th February. This is 10th January 2018 is the time of supply for serial number 1. Same with serial number 2. Serial number 2, there are again 4 dates. Earliest of 4 dates. So first date is 20th January. Second date is 15th January. Third date is 17th January. Fourth date, that is the date of issue of invoice, is 5th January 2018. Again for that how many days need to be added? 1 month. That is nothing but 30 days are required to be added. So 20th January, 17th January, 15th January, 5th February. After adding 30 days it will become 5th February. So in these 4 dates, which is earlier? Time of supply shall be, so which is earliest in these 4? 15th January. It is 15th January 2018. Serial number 3. So whenever you take serial number 3, again there are 4 dates. So earliest of, again how many dates are available? 4 dates are available. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first date is 20th January 2018. Second date is 17th January 2018. Third date is 15th January 2018. And fourth date is 5th January 2018. For this again we are adding how many days? 30 days of time. So in these 4 dates, which is earlier? 15th, 17th, 20th and 5th February. Therefore, time of supply is, which is the time of supply? 15th January 2018. Serial number 4 in the same question. So earliest of 4 dates you are required to take. Earliest of 4 dates available. Then here it is 20th February. Then it is 23rd February. Next it is 25th February. Date of invoice issued is 5th January 2018. For this we are adding a month of time. So it will become 5th February 2018. Look at the 4 dates. 20th February, 23rd February, 25th February and 5th February. Which is the earliest of these? Therefore, time of supply shall be 5th February 2018. Look at the question number 6. A small correction. Previous question we had written it as question number 4. That is actually question number 5. This is question number 6. Question number 5 and 6 on reverse charge. So question number 6. Mr. Ashok is a registered person. For our easy convenience, we take it as Mr. A. Mr. Bhanu is unregistered person. So we can take it as Mr. B. So what is reverse charge? That you must have a clarity. A registered person paying taxes on behalf of unregistered person, that is called as reverse charge. There are 4 situations given. Date of receipt of goods 15th January, but payment is not made, payment is not recorded. Payment is not made, payment is not recorded. Among the 4 dates, you are supposed to take only 2 dates. 15th January. So date of issue of invoice is 1st January. For 1st January, when you add 30 days, then it will become 1st February or 31st January, whichever. So 15th January or 31st January, whichever is earlier, 15th January, because payment recorded is not there, payment made is not there. Look at the second situation. Date of receipt of goods is 3rd February 2018. Date of payment made, date of payment recorded is same date, that is 4th February 2018. So 3rd February, 4th February, this is 31st January or 1st February. So whichever comes earlier, 1st February comes earlier, because the date of payment recorded, date of payment made, both are same. Then date of third situation, date of receipt of goods is 8th January. Date of payment recorded, date of payment made on the same day, that is 8th January 2018. So 8th January, 8th January. So after adding 30 days to date of invoice, it will become 1st February or 31st January. Which comes earlier? 8 or February. 8th January. That can be taken as time of supply. So date of receipt of goods 10th January, 9th January, 31st January. So which comes earlier? 9th January comes earlier. So we need to consider whichever comes earlier. Let us look at the solution part. So look at the solution part of question number 6, that is on reverse charge, determination of time of supply. So here we are supposed to take earliest of, for every problem first write the, before the solution try to write the condition. Earliest of 4 dates. Which 4 dates we need? One is date of receipt of goods, date of payment recorded, date of payment debited, then date of invoice, then 30 days or 1 month. That will not make any difference. So look at the question number 6. Question number 6. First situation. What was the first situation? Mr. Ashok received the goods on 15th January. So receipt of goods is 15th January 2000. Case 1, serial number 1. There are only 2 dates given. So date of receipt of goods is 15 January. Date of payment recorded is not given. Date of payment debited is also not given. So last date is the date of invoice plus 30 days. So date of invoice is the 1st January. Then when we are adding 30 days, it will become 31st January. In these 4, whichever is earlier, look at the 4 dates. So therefore, time of supply is 15th January 2018. So look at the second case. How many dates are given there in the second case? Second case they are given date of receipt of goods. Date of receipt of goods is given as 3rd February. 3rd February is given. Then point number B, that is payment made 4th February. So date of payment debited is also given as 4th February. Then last date is date of invoice. From there when you count 30 days, it will be 31st January 2018. So in the 4 dates, whichever is earlier, therefore time of supply is 31st January 2018. So serial number 3, case 3, that is again there should be 4 dates. Date of receipt of goods, date of payment recorded, date of payment debited, date of invoice plus 30 days. So Mr. Ashok made payment on 8th January. So payment is 8th January. Payment recorded is also 8th January. And received the goods on the same day. So that is 8th January 2018. Date of issue of invoice is 1st January. 1st January plus 30 days. So it is 31st January. Whichever is earlier. In these four, whichever is earlier, 8th, 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 31st. Therefore, time of supply is 8th January 2018. Then fourth case, fourth serial number or fourth case, Mr. Ashok received goods. Again, receipt of goods given, date of payment, four things we are supposed to consider. So, Mr. Ashok received goods on 10th January, made payment on 9th January, 9th January, this is also 9th January, because date of payment recorded, date of payment debited are happening on the same day. Date of invoice is 1st January. When we add 30 days to that, that will be 31st January 2018. In these four dates, whichever is earlier, time of supply is 9th January 2018.